Still matters to me, that's for sure. What's up, guys? It is Thursday, July 8th, August 8th, excuse me, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 855,966. TikTok, next block. So real quick, I've been watching the news today and yesterday, and I've been noticing something about the presidential campaign or the race. Donald Trump has challenged Kamala Harris to 3 debates, September 4th, 10th, and I believe the 25th. And I think she'll only do one. And the reason being is she's an idiot. She can't. The reason why Kamala Harris's polls are quote unquote up is because they're in a euphoric stage, right? Plus, I think they're a little bit rigged. But I believe that a lot of people are stupid, obviously, but they're hiding Kamala Harris. Obviously, she has not done not one interview, not one press conference. And look what Donald Trump is doing. He's in the lion's den. Him and JD Vance. JD Vance, following her around like he is an absolute genius, man. And also, Bitcoin's up big time today. Big time. I think it's because of I haven't read anything on it, but I knew that Morgan Stanley started doing their buys, their Bitcoin ETF buys of their high net worth clients, and they have thousands of them. They got 15,000 agents that have between 30 and 80 clients apiece. And again, I don't know if that's the reason why the price went up, but causation, correlation, I don't know. But it's pumping today, and I'm a little sad because I'm getting less Satoshis for every dollar that I'm spending. Because remember, guys, I buy Bitcoin every hour on the hour. And no matter what, I'm just buying it. If you want to learn how to do that, go ahead and click the link down below for Strike and sign up and get yourself $5 free. And Strike that's the way I buy Bitcoin now, man. It's just incredible to buy every hour. Dollar cost averaging, and then I smash buy too, and they have different tiers you can use. Once you hit a certain tier amount of how much you're spending, then they'll lower the fees for you. It's really good, man. I like Jack Mallers. So, well, back to JD Vance, the absolute gangster. JD Vance, what he's doing, he's not only trolling Kamala Harris by going out here and asking the propagandists, they're not journalists, they're propagandists, of, hey, why are you guys not asking any questions? They're all asking JD Vance everything. He's taking tough questions while he's following Kamala Harris around, and he's also calling her out and her VP. Reason why I haven't been talking about this ticket a lot, to be honest with you, because I'm still not convinced that they're going to go with it. You know, now with Tim, whatever his name is, I don't even want to remember his names. I don't think he'll be the VP. You know, he's a fraud. You know, I am a military man. I was served in the military, proudly. And for CNN to cover for this guy, because if you guys haven't noticed, they're talking about him lying about his rank, and also lying about him serving in the Iraq war or whatever, or Afghanistan war. And allegedly he didn't do that, and he's really an E8 instead of an E9, and he did 24 years, and he dropped out before he got called over there to Afghanistan or Iraq, I believe. And there's a lot of people talking about it. And of course, CNN is playing damage control about it. And of course, they're, you know, doing their propaganda magic, saying, oh, no, he's a good guy. Well, you need to leave him alone and all this other stuff. Can you imagine if it was the other way around? This is why I say, man, if these people, these propagandists, actually, think about if they actually cover the news straight. And they said, hey, you know, Kamala Harris, how come you're not doing any interviews? Or, hey, Kamala, I thought you were the border czar. Or, hey, Kamala, the economy screwed up. Or, hey, Kamala, why are you letting boys in girls' bathrooms that, you know, actually stuck to policies and actually asked them the same type of questions as JD Vance and them? Because, again, I don't care if they ask JD Vance and Trump those stupid questions or hard-hitting questions or whatever. Just ask them to Kamala Harris and them, too. But they won't, because, again, they're propagandists. You know it, and I know it. So we'll see over the next few weeks. We got the DNC coming up, the Democratic National Convention, on August 19th through the 22nd. And I believe it's going to be a shit show. I really do. And, of course, Kamala Harris comes out, I think in a rally today or yesterday, comes out, and she basically said that she tried to do her strong black woman moment to the people in represent Palestine, the Palestine folks, wing of the party, and told them when they were talking, hey, don't do that, don't say that, you know, ceasefire or whatever. She said, oh, basically, you need to shut up and stop talking if you don't want Trump to win or whatever. Instead of saying, hey, you know, I know what you're saying, let me see what you want, or let's talk about it. She basically did some kind of authoritarian move. And that didn't sit good. And she did that in Michigan. And by the way, if she would have just picked Josh Shapiro, the Pennsylvania governor, because the only reason she didn't pick him because of the left side of the extreme left side of the wing of the party where they're with Hamas and the Palestinians, and they couldn't pick him. Obviously, she couldn't pick him because he's a Jew. If you'd have just picked him anyways, because that would have almost guaranteed her to win Pennsylvania. If she would have picked him and then said F off to these people, that's fine. But you went out of your way to do that. This is why they can't have Kamala Harris out and about talking off script, because she's terrible, man. She is absolutely terrible. And ask yourself, any Democrats out there or any people that are wanting to vote for this person, ask yourself, why is she not doing any interviews? I mean, we know why. You know, because she can't, because she's an idiot. And they hide her, and the reason why they don't, because they don't have to. The reason why she doesn't, because she knows that the mainstream media is going to cover for her every single time. We know it. And it's like we're working with two arms behind our backs, man, with these people. But that's why we got to work our ass off. I'm developing a plan here in Nevada, my home state here where I live, because we're a swing state. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that if there's an election, I'm still 70% sure there's not, but if there is an election, that we make sure that Donald Trump wins. And that has nothing to do with Republicans and Democrats. We need to put America first, period, in the story. If you stop looking at things through a party lens and looking at it through an American lens and saying, okay, what's the best thing for our country? Is the best thing for our country to make sure that citizens don't have guns? Is it the best thing for our country to have inflation out of control? Is it the best thing for our country to be at war with other countries? Is it the best thing for our country to send money overseas? Is it the best thing for our country to have an open border? If not, then I suggest voting for somebody else. Because I ask people all the time, I said, thank you for your service. You guys were in the Navy? Ma'am, were you in the Navy?
My son was.
Okay, tell him I said I was in the Navy too. Thank you for your service.
Afghanistan.
Nice. Tell him I said thank you for your service. For his service. Yes, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Thank you.
Picking up my DoorDash. So yeah, guys. So what was I saying? So are those the best things for this country? And if they're not, then you need to vote MAGA. Now again, is Donald Trump perfect? No, he's not. You know, of course he's not. He's a human being. He makes plenty of mistakes. But at the end of the day, is your life better in 2016, 2020 or now? We have got to win this election. It's not because of Kamala Harris is this terrible person. Kamala Harris is a fucking puppet. Okay, we know that. She's an empty suit, her and this idiot that they picked, this far left idiot. But we got to make sure we win, all right? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, guys, we got to fight our ass off. We got to win this fight, right? Peacefully, guys, peacefully. And we got to make sure that when your grandparents or your grandkids, talk to you and you're in your rocking chair, and they can say, what'd you do in the 2020s when all this BS was going on? You said, well, I stood up and fight. I stood up and fought. So, and again, guys, despite all this stuff, despite all this nonsense with that, this still matters, obviously. But when it comes to your money and your savings and your finiteness of your life, there's only one way that's going to keep it finite and going to keep it not losing purchasing power. And I think you guys already know what it is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.